Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dan Studios, where we bring you the latest news in a short and informative format, and of course in the comfort of a studio. Now, in order to comply with the government's wishes, we here at Dan Studios have decided to self-isolate, which is why, as everybody can see, we are still recording this in my living room and not in the studio. Now, today we are going to try and talk about some news that has some sort of relevance to coronavirus, but it is not entirely related to coronavirus. Because really at this point, everyone is just getting a little bit tired of hearing about coronavirus related news. Am I right? Because I certainly am. Now, I'm sure that everybody knows by now that the state of Victoria here in Australia has become a hotspot for the coronavirus. And every other state in Australia has pretty much ghosted us and blocked us from any sort of entry. And also, Victoria is in lockdown, so we shouldn't be able to go anywhere anyways. Now, just over a few days ago, 4 men hid in a freight train and travelled from Victoria into South Australia in breach of COVID-19 laws. What a bunch of... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
4 stowaways who illegally entered South Australia on a freight train from Victoria are tonight in forced quarantine, having been released from custody. The men avoiding convictions or fines after admitting to their breach, claiming they didn't know about our border closure.
Hitching another ride, this time from court with a police escort. The 4 stowaways were doing anything they could to avoid the cameras. Authorities taking no chances as they dealt with the young men who flouted our closure of the Victorian border.
They've been caught, they'll be dealt with, and it's clear notice to anyone else.
Sam Gledhill, Jacob Todd, Nicholas Batty and Alexander Moore, all aged in their 20s, released after a night in custody. Driven here to the Pullman Hotel, now in forced quarantine awaiting COVID-19 results. The government refusing to confirm who will pay for their stay.
People such as this who tried to get into our state and avoid our protection don't deserve us looking after them.
The group was arrested in this rail yard at Regency Park yesterday morning. A train driver spotting the group on the carriage of a freight train from Victoria. The men claiming they were unaware of our state's strict border controls.
Now, I'm not sure if this was a genius move or just completely stupid. Just plain stupid. They were arrested at Adelaide's Regency Park rail yard after stowing away on a freight train that was travelling from Melbourne to Perth. And first of all, a round of applause. Come on, we got to give these guys a hand. Come on, amazing job. You have brought some sort of humour to us in such a serious time. Because a train ride to Adelaide is like 8 to 9 hours. So that's pretty impressive. But you guys are also stupid. So stupid. Why in any way would you guys have thought that this method would work? I'd have to applaud them on their creativitiness. You know, they're using their brain. Because I certainly wouldn't have thought of this idea to try and escape. Hey, I'm just a quiet guy hiding away in his own apartment, making YouTube videos and laughing at everybody's bravery. Wait, what? Now, they did manage to escape from their convictions as they did plead to being guilty for breaching the COVID-19 laws. But they were told that their actions were serious, which, by the way, any regular human would know is. Because if you look at the statistics, if you look at the facts, South Australia currently have 0 cases of coronavirus. 0. Nil. 0. I don't know 0 in any other languages. But if you look at Victoria, we have over 100 active cases, new active cases coming up every single day. So I definitely don't want to keep spreading the disease, or else our poor lockdown will never be over and we will continue to be stuck in our living rooms filming our videos when we could be in a studio. Now, something I find a bit humorous was a few of the excuses that the guys gave for going on this train ride. 2 of them said that they were trying to get back to Northern Territory. They were trying to get back to their home, which that I can understand a bit. If you're from the Northern Territory and you're stuck in Victoria, it's a bit different. You'd want to go back home Because I certainly wouldn't want to be stuck in any other state than Victoria right now, especially in the current situation. But there was one guy that intrigued me. One guy said he's an engineer. He's an engineer here in Victoria, which, by the way, is a really good high-paying job. And he's an engineer, and all he wanted to do was just to escape the lockdowns and go to South Australia for just 1 week. That is bizarre. Why would you go to South Australia for just 1 week? Why would you risk this train ride, and potentially could serve in prison just to go to Adelaide for 1 week? I think that mindset boggles me. You know, it's I can see how you're a bit restricting at home, you know, but you're an engineer, for Christ's sake. You have all the money in the world to do anything you want. So as a constant reminder, I want to continue to let everybody know that the coronavirus is a serious issue. We should be compliant with what the government is asking us, as social distancing continues to prove to be the best weapon against the virus. Now, we need to be understanding that life in the next couple of months are going to be tough, but it is going to be better in the long run, so we need to tough it out a bit, and there's no point risking everything we've done so far just for a little taste of freedom. Now, remember to avoid crowded areas if you can. Always remember to wash your hands, hand sanitize, and everyone wear a face mask. I'm always wearing a face mask. I highly recommend it. It will stop the spread. It is the smart thing to do. We should be all wearing face masks at this stage. Now, please remember to subscribe, punch that like button, and share our content, as we know it is a tough time for everyone. Here at Dan Studios, we want to continue to be producing light-hearted content, as well as letting everybody know what the current information that is flowing through the universe at the moment. So be sure to subscribe, punch that like button, leave a comment in the comment section below of what you want to see, and if you want us to touch on any sort of thing and give our kind of personal opinion on these things. I'm your host, Dan. I'll see you guys next time. Have a lovely weekend. Peace out. What is this? Bye.